So hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's video we are gonna build another amazing component, which is the Carousel component, as you can see on your screen. So in today's project video we are gonna build this amazing Carousel from scratch, which means we are not going to use any API or library, specifically carousel.css or CSS something called. We are gonna implement it from scratch, and obviously I don't think I have to say this, but this is obviously fully responsive. So as you can see, this is fully responsive. So yeah, that's what we are gonna build today. And you can see two arrows, left and right arrows for for going left and right, changing your images, and these black dots, black dot functionality. And when you will click on any image, it can redirect you to wherever you want. For example, you can use, as you can see, this is our e-commerce project part, and the e-commerce project will come very soon. Almost it is finished, but the front end part only. We have a lot of work to do in the back end part yet. Okay, so that will come later, but because this carousel was a bit unique, because in this project we are gonna use TypeScript with Sass, which means this the Sass, I don't know why, but Sass is a like very underrated. I I have searched a lot while I was like trying to make my carousel from scratch, but I didn't got a lot of projects on Sass. So I don't know why. What is the reason behind that? But if you are a person who is using most of the CSS part, I believe you should upgrade to Sass, because they have a lot of major advantage, which you are also gonna see in this video for the practice. And that's why I didn't choose Tailwind CSS, which is obviously my favorite, but to use Sass because I don't have that much experience in Sass. So we will gonna use TypeScript and Sass for this, and obviously it will be React project, not Next.js. Uh, so yeah, that's it about the project. And yeah, if I have to show you a bit of glimpse of the project, then if you come to pages, this is the, as you can see, from we have written every single thing from scratch, what you want to do and everything, from autoplay to everything. No, I haven't used a single API or library. So that's what you all guys are going to make today with me. So yeah, that's it for the introduction part, and now let's get right into the code. Okay, so for starting, you have to create a new folder and name it whatever you want. I have named it Carousel, and come to open with code. Open it with code, and it's open. And now what you have to do, come to terminal, click on new terminal, close this. No, we need another one, so I won't close it. Now write the command which is important for creating your React app, and pm create void @latest. That is the command for creating your Vite app. Now until it's creating our Vite app, let me show you the code base, which is important, which is like free for you all. You can like clone it or download it, whatever you want to do it with it, and you can use it for your you can like use it for yourself. So come to my like GitHub repo, which is in build_aura, and come here to repo, and this is the repo e-commerce on the top. If I have to show you from beginning, then come here, this is my repo, and this is the e-commerce project which you will get on top of it. Okay, why in the e-commerce, as I already told in the intro part, because this carousel will be also included in our like upcoming e-commerce project. So that is the reason, that is one of the reason actually why I'm not providing you same code again and again. That is the reason why I'm not providing you different like file or code base. Okay, that will be a lot messy. So I will definitely tell you what you have to do and what you have to not. This is our carousel, as I already told you in my intro. So come here and click here on the front end part, or directly what you can do, you can just copy here and clone it, or directly with GitHub desktop, or you can download the zip file and use the code which I am telling you for the carousel part, okay, not for any other thing. So come here inside the pages, come here to carousel.tsx. This is your TypeScript file, and for the CSS, come to styles, come into carousel.scss. This is your scss file, and third thing you need is the media query.scss, this one. For I hope that you at least know a little bit of CSS, so you can like remove this one or this one, which are not important, like this, because this is a code base for like whole e-commerce project. So the media query will be written for every files which we need. That is one of more benefit of scss, so that you can create a different like files for every kind of code. And third thing which you like, if you need you can use it, but that's not important, but still I am telling you that's my job. So in the mixing file, come here, and this is the code for mixing file. Now what you guys can ask me why mixing. So the mixing is actually nothing but the CSS styling which you need again and again. Suppose you need you have a heading CSS code, and that same CSS code you want to use again. So instead of writing it every time, same code, same line, everything, it's totally waste of time. So what you can do, you can create a file name mixing. Under that, create a with the tag of mixing with the like property name, and under that you can write your CSS property whichever you want, and you can import it anywhere you want. Like if you are creating a cart and you want to use the same CSS property of flex, you can like write @include and the flex property, and whatever you want to do the customization you can do along with it. So that is the one benefit of scss. And that's all I guess for your carousel.scss. Now what do we need to do? Let's see if our project is installed or not. Okay, so name the project. I forgot actually. For the project name it will be carousel only. Click on React, click on TypeScript, and done. Now you need to click on clear, click on change directory carousel, and come to clear, click on npm install, and that will install all the required dependencies, developer dependency and all. Set up your whole environment for the React. Let it be installed, and let's see what do we need extra packages as well. So the extra packages which are very important is, first of all, obviously very common thing which you need almost for everything, which is React router now. Second is React icons. Third is basically Sass. Okay, Sass is responsible for running your scss, so you need to install that, otherwise it won't work. And yet another thing is okay, it's done, and that is also done. Now click on clear, click on npm run dev for running your development server. Okay, so now click on this link, and that will open our local host 5173. Yep. Let me do the split screen thing. Okay, now for just to show you all our folder structures, we have src, we have assets. Under the app.css is the main CSS file. We have the TypeScript file. So what you have to do, we have to remove everything. Obviously Control A and remove RAFCE, and that way is the shortcut for writing React snippet. By default React snippet. So we have a React snippet, and you can see here app. Okay, and in the index.css, leave that, we don't need that. In main.css, yeah, that is also okay. So come to src folder, create a new folder which will be named styles. Under style, name it what to name. We won't be using any mixing, so carousel.scss, this one, and another one will be media query .scss, and the third one will be app.scss. Okay, and yeah, that's it about. And also let me open, what's that, let me open our develop project so that you can see what we are building and on which component we are going to work. So let me open this also, open with code. Just come to the terminal part, and minimize that. Okay, so yeah, this is the carousel on which we are going to work. So before writing anything, 1 second. And for the app.css, what I am doing, I am copy and pasting all the things. Okay, that doesn't mean you, because we just need, we just have to import this carousel thing. If you guys don't want, then Control A and this Controls, Control Z, Control C, Control delete, and Control V. Okay, Control S. And for just to show you how it's working, see, when I'm clicking here, the command for the shortcut, that is Control and left click, and when you click, it will redirect you on this one. Okay, so that's a shortcut for you. So it's imported now, and for the media query and everything we will write later on. Let's write the functionality first. And one more thing, we need the asset file. So let me drag and drop our asset file as well. Okay, so we have our asset file, and you can see we have 3 photos. Don't use it for, I guess, use your own photos, or that doesn't matter, just don't use this one. And Tanis, please don't show me, please don't give me the copyright strike. I'm using this image just for, just to educate people. I don't have any kind of intention of using it for my own benefit, so please don't give me copyright strike. This is just for public educational purpose. So yeah, that's it. Now come to src, come to app.tsx, and for now app.tsx, let me do this. Yep. And what do we need first? So remove this. We need to write the functionality. So let's write the functionality part. So first we need a div, and that name will be, let's name it carousel, and it will be slide styles. Class name. Second thing will be, we will write a functionality. What the functionality will be, if slides dot length, if slides dot length is greater than 0, then do what? If slide dot length is greater than 0, and one more thing which we have to write is so inside the React fragments, what do we need? We don't need anything, just create a div, and under that div we will have a div with the property of, so we need 2 div basically. For one thing is go to previous, and one will be go to next. So will be what? Arrow left arrow, because it's left. And yeah, left arrow. And for the icon, just a second, I do have to copy that, so it will be this one. So Control C, and here it will be Control V, Control Z. Okay, and that is done. Now close this div, copy this div, Control C, and that will be for go to next. Go to next. That's also done. And here it will be Control V. Yep. Okay. And next will be, yep, div is done, and that div is also done. And not we need this. So for this one we will use anchor. Now you guys can ask me why anchor, why not link tag, and who uses it. If I have to like tell you in short what's the basic difference between anchor tag and a link tag, and why do we have used here anchor tag, anchor tag instead of link tag, is basically when you use anchor tag, why it is used to create a hyperlink, basically, which users can click it to like navigate to a different kind of URL or different section on the same page. Please note it when I say it's like navigate you to the different URL, but you are on the same page, which means when we are using here in the carousel, so when we are clicking somewhere, like suppose on this image, this particular image where this one is taking me, that is on the same page, just the URL is different, /search. It's not that there is another page, a different page like admin, dashboard, and another kind of page is created. That's why we have used anchor tag instead of link tag. Basically what happens, you won't feel something like clickable, but it will directly redirect you on a different page of the different URL. So that is the basic difference between a link tag and an anchor tag. So that's why we have used anchor tag and not link tag. So that's the one thing which I needed to clarify. So now coming back to our code, href is equal to tag, basically just remove it. It will cause confusion for now. We will write when we have created everything, so it will make more sense. So div class name is equal to let's name is slide style. Okay, the styling slide, this one. And yeah, that's it. And the anchor tag, and the basic thing is all done. And for this one, now this dot one, we have to create something, and we have to create something for the blue dot one and the functionality. If you like can see clearly, then the functionality is the current index is there. So when the like carousel is on the particular index like 0, 1, 2, so whenever it is on like some I meant like if it's on the third index, then glow the third index with a black color. If it's on the 0th index, then glow it on the same, and yeah, so on. So we have to match this functionality to the slide style functionality. So what do we need to write here? We need to write something, but before that we need to style that as well. So we have to create a div with the class name will be dots style container. Yep. And under that what we will do nothing but slides.map. Okay, and keep in mind we have written the slide, later on we will write the interface and everything, the type of slide and everything. But whenever you are creating this, so keep in mind the link which you are going to pass for, like when I'm clicking and it navigating somewhere, and the image which you are seeing, you have to import with the same name. So keep that in mind, because that is the function which you are using, because we are talking about that particular slide. Okay, so that's the one thing I will use, but just to tell you, slide comma slide index arrow function, and f11, and sorry about that. And here what will be there a new div, and that new div will be for the dot styling. So under here we will write something, div class name is equal to dot style. Okay, and in dollar here we have to write if the slide index is equal to current index, we are writing the ternary operator. If slide index is equal to current index, if this slide index is equal to the current index, then what do we need? We need the dot to be active dot, then active dot. Otherwise we don't need anything. Okay, yep. Let me make it larger. Yep, a dot style slide index is equal to current index, then we need the active dot, otherwise leave that, and control V. Now that's good. Okay, and yeah, and bracket close. Oops. Either you can create it here, but what I would prefer is you to create it somewhere else, because it will be like kind of messy. So like that totally depends on you again, so that's totally on you. So in this slide.tsx, come here and paste it here, and you know what you have to do. So first of all, do a RAFCE and remove this one. And what do you need to do? One more, make it capital, name it slide only. And why? Because the both names are becoming similar, so that will be very hard. That will obviously give an error. Control X, and inside the slide here. Okay, and what you have to do next, inside of instead of a div, inside of the React fragment, image slider, what do we name? App, because we are importing it inside of app, so that's why app name is app. Slides equal to, inside what we have to find, we have to share slides will be equal to slides, and yeah, okay. And under the app control, yep, I hope it has imported. Okay, so app slide equal to slide, it's saying it's not assignable to property. That reason is because we have not used slide in right now. So more link, and now what you have to do, since we have created this one, now come here and let's finish our task, which is creating of everything. So first, what do we need? We need to focus on the interface and everything. Yep. Now do one thing, create an interface. The interface will be slide on the slide. Okay, interface will be slide. Okay, under that what do we need? We need to pass the two things which we have used. So number one is URL, which will be obviously of type string, and we have used href, which will be also of type string. That is the one thing. And now we need another thing, which is for the props. So interface slide, not option, it will be slide props, props. Yep. Name is image slider props. Name it whatever you want, that doesn't matter. Just make sure that wherever you import it correctly. The name was passed as slides, so slides will be equal to slide with an arrow function, with an empty array. And the second one, yeah, for now this is more than enough. And we have to change this one as well. So const app will be React.fc functional component, and under the functional component we will pass this one, big guy, come here, and React is equal to we need to pass slides in the params. And yeah, for now the slides are more than enough, is equal to. Now let's create the functionality. The main part will be, the first thing will be passed, for which will be const current index comma correct index comma set current index will be equal to use state, and inside of the bracket it will be 0. Okay, so this way is done, because initially it will be at 0th index, so that's why it's 0. And oh, the use state is imported, the best thing happened ever. The second thing which we need is the function for control Z. Since we have to write functionality, I don't think I need this one, so close this. Come here, const go to next is equal to, here we will use what? We will use a function which is use callback function. The use callback function will memorize us, and if you see here, cannot find, import it from React. Okay, if you hover, you can see use callback will return a memorized function of the callback that only changes if one of the input is changes. So which means if we change something here, it will memorize that and change it whenever we are required to change that function. So inside of the use callback function, what you need to do is basically we have to write if slides dot length. You need to memorize that if slide dot length is 0, then what do we need to do? We need to return it. We don't need to do anything. Okay. Now what is saying? Cannot find name anything with related to slides. Object literal may only specify known property and slide does not exist in type functional image type of. Okay, we will see what's there. So first of all, let's start the functionality. Const is last slide. If that last slide is equal to what? Current index. If that is the case, the current index suppose is 0, then take another what do we need it to do? We need to do slide dot length -1. So 0 minus 1 doesn't exist, that won't happen, but 1 minus 1 will be equal to 0. And control Z, control C, control V is last slide, and it will be new index is equal to, new index will be not current index. It will check that if our last slide is not 0, if it's 0, not 0, if it's not 0, then what do we need it to do? We need to focus on the current index, and this will be not minus but plus. Okay, and we need this one, and inside of the set current index we need to pass the new index. So the new index is equal to is last slide. If that is equal to 0, then write current index +1. Okay, wait, current +1, yep, comma, in the array we will pass the current index, and another thing will be slides dot length. Okay, and yeah, and another thing we need is to change the whole image. So for that we will need to use effect. Use effect will be equal to so if the slides dot length, 1 second, yep, I knew it, public assets women2 dot png, women3 dot webp, women3 dot webp. Yeah, now it's okay. If slides dot length is greater than 0, then const interval is equal to, then interval will be equal to set and interval, and under the set interval we will pass the go to next function, and yeah, that's it. And here we will return this one, which will be which is another function which is for the clear interval, and that will be equal to interval. So if you hover here, you can see it's id number undefined. So yeah, it's for the use effect and interval. And if you come here, and where do we need the changes? The changes we need is in the go to next function, the and another is slides dot length. Okay. Now which is left, which is go to next is done. Yep, go to previous one, const go to previous. For the previous one we don't need it to remember the callback function, so it will be a normal function, and under the normal function we will write if slides dot if slides, oh my god, if slides dot length is equal to 0, then return. Good. Then write for the second one, if is last slide not last, it will be first, is first slide, because for the it will be for the go to next one is first slide is equal to current index is equal to 0. Okay, and const new index equal to new index will be equal to is first slide, if that is equal to slides dot length -1 slides dot length -1, or the current index +1. In the previous one, if slide dot length is equal to 0, then return if the first slide is equal to current index is equal to 0. Is equal to 0, then the new index will be equal to, if first slide is equal is slide dot length -1, then current index will be previous means -1 -1, and the last one will be set current index will be equal to new index. That is done. Now just the last function we need a more, which is const go to const go to slide. For this slide functionality it will be equal to if slide index, and the params is obviously a number, is in the functional if the slide index is greater or equal to 0 and slide index is greater than slides dot holy shit dot length, it is greater than equal to 0 and slide index is less than slide dot length, then to what we need the current index to be slide index. Yep. Okay, and for the styling, just last const slide styles, const slide style is equal to slide dot length is greater than 0. If that is correct, then what do we need is the If the slide dot length is greater than 0, then make the background image will be URL, and under the URL we have dollar and middle bracket slides, and under the slide it will be current index dot URL. Okay. Here it will be okay. Slide style, go to slide interface, slide, my slider probe, slides. Oops, that's why the error was lol. Use effect is not imported. Go to slide style. Okay, that is correct. And yeah, dot URL. And now we need is to be slide dot length equal to 0, then go to previous, and yeah, it is correct. Go to next. And now in the href class name, we don't need a class name in the e class. href is equal to basically slides. Okay, href is equal to basically slides, and under the slide dot slides it will be current index, and for the URL, and we need to pass the href which is coming from slides. And yeah, href is equal to slides current index dot href, and div class name is equal to, and div style is equal to, and the styling is coming from slide styles. Okay, yep, done. And div class name is equal to dot if slides is slide is declared. Yep, obviously. And I'm just telling you so that you don't need you can use something like that, and that will work, so that it the ESLint won't show the error for the function which is not being used. If in the div class name okay, and here after the anchor tag we have a div class name for the slide. If the slide dot map then is this, then div class name is equal to now it's correct because it's inside, obviously. So slide index is correct, it's equal to current index then active dot, otherwise we don't need the dot, so leave that. Key is equal to slide index, on click is equal to, and for the dot on click function you can completely ignore that, but just I'm using because of extra functionality. You will understand why. Arrow function, and the function is for go to slide, and in this slide what do we need? We need the slide index. Okay, as the index will be, it will go around. control S slide index. Okay, and go to slide will be slide index, and this one is done. Shift Alt and F, control S. Yeah, now it's more clear. Go to slide index, and that is done. Okay, now let's see how it's looking. Okay, we are not able to see anything. Let's see if there is any error. In the console it says cannot read the properties of undefined rating length at app.tsx, line number 18, slide dot length. Any another one? Okay, slash dot length, line number 18, app.tsx. If line number 18 is this one, current index comma slide dot length. Import callback. What the error is actually? href is string image slider props, slides is equal to slide, image slider, react of image slider is equal to slide. Let me check the error. Okay, so last time we had an error where something was there of kind of length or something. So I have resolved that error. The error was basically this, that it was saying the slide dot length, this length one, it wasn't able to figure it out. The reason is simple, because the param which I passed, which is slide, is coming from slide.tsx, correct? So the problem was in the app.tsx, since we have created everything inside of app.tsx, and we are importing this app.tsx into slide.tsx, correct? So now what do we need to do? Do we have to import this file into main.tsx or this one? Obviously the slide one. So that's what I did in this, that is slide.tsx. Okay, because we are importing this file into here, and for this main.tsx, this is the main file which is app. Okay, so we have to import this slide function into this main one, because for the main, this is the main app.tsx, because we have imported this file into this one. So that's what the error was about. And now if we run it, the project npm run dev, that is the reason why it wasn't able to get our slide param which we had passed into app.tsx. Okay, and so if we like open with server, we can clearly see something appearing, and the reason is simple behind it, because we haven't applied any css or something that. So in this part, what we will do, we will apply the css and let's see how things goes. So first of all, the basic thing which we need to do is keep in mind, since we are using SCSS, so this is our main file. We will import everything, and this one also. So let's write this one as well. Control C, Control V, import media query, control left click. Okay, it's working fine. And what you need to do, you need to import this one. So import from styles folder style, from that file app.scss. Okay, import that, otherwise it won't work. And now after that, let's write the whole app.scss thing. So coming to app.scss, what do we need first? Since we don't need anything with height or something, but let's give it something into just the app.scss Basically we don't need something, but let's just give the main things, which are root. For the root, that varies, you can leave it or use it, I don't care. So font weight, not font weight, sorry. First of all, we need a font family. So we will use the font family. Under the font family, which font family? We will use enter. But for this project it not needed, but kind of I don't like, you can say, because we have to write something for the root, right? System as UI, and what it was Avenir, spelling is not right, Arial Habaltica Sans Serif, okay, and Helvetica, comma Arial, comma sans serif, okay. Yeah, font family it is, and yeah, font weight will be 400. You can obviously adjust it according to your need, nothing else we need. Another thing, which is body. For body we are writing something which is called user select none. This is a very important thing. You have seen in some kind of websites where you want to select something, okay. Suppose there is some property like let me cite anything, Next.js, or something random. Suppose this is the thing, so I'm not connected to internet, maybe that's why. So if you am selecting something, I am able to select, but if I write something, this property that user select none, then I won't be able to select anything, okay. Like I am able to select here. So that is the thing which you should know. I hope that it might be important for you. And the most important property for CSS, which is stars, under here margin and padding, which will be 0, and obviously padding will be also 0, okay. And there is no box sizing, so box sizing will be border, there will be box sizing of border box, okay. Yeah, so the basic things. And yep, and now let's look into app.tsx. So first one is carousel slide style, dots container style. So let's design the carousel slide style. First of all, come to carousel. So into the carousel, let's write carousel.sass. So first is app.tsx. Let us check what is the first one. So carousel, so carousel and slide style, we have two properties CSS, so we have to write it separately. So first one is for the carousel. So one second, let me fix it here, and you go something like that. Yep, position will be relative, and let's give it a default height of 100 ph. Yep, not ph, sorry, 100 with percent. Yep, and under that, what was second thing? Dot slide styles. Check it if you are not like doing something wrong. So I don't want to misspell the spelling. Control V. Yep, it's correct. So position will be relative. We will see something, height 100% and width is 100%, height we have to not give, let's for now give it how much, let's give it width is 100%, height let's give it 50%. We will check later on what's the height and everything. And border radius will be 10 pixel. And next thing is background size, which is cover. And second thing is background position. Background size is cover and background position will be center. Okay, that is for the slide style. Another thing which I think I'm missing is for this one we don't have anything, so let's write I guess for this one as well. So let's create a div or something for this one. So let's see, give class name is equal to home, because we need the styling for this one as well. So control V, control S. Yep, now it's done. And in the styling part, let's write something for the home part. Okay, so Carousel is different, but for this slide, since we have a single property, single styling, which is home, so let's not make another file inside of app.css only. I am doing that. So in app.css write home, under home something like padding will be 2 rem and 5%. Second thing, display will be flex. Third, flex direction will be column. Yeah, column. And fourth will be height. So for the height actually I need to calculate. Let me do the calculation. Height will be we will adjust it if there is any error or something. So for now it's 100 vh minus 4 rem and width will be 100%. Yep. So now coming to the carousel part, let's complete the carousel. And now let's see, we have done the slide style, and the second one is not you, app.css. After that, which is div and left arrow styles. So for the left arrow styles, left, spelling very important. Control C, Control V. Okay, for the left arrow styles it will be I'm writing a property. Okay, at the rate extend, it will be dot right arrow styles. I will tell you later on, don't worry what's that. So left will be 32 pixels and right will be the target selection was not found. Use extend.try optional to avoid this error. Was not found. Oh, got it. Why I see. Now I hope that the error I am getting will be resolved after I write the right one. So let's continue that. Dot right. Okay. And in the right, what do we need? We need position absolute. See what did I told you. So position absolute top 50% and transform, which is transform will translate what 0 comma minus I hope so minus 50%. Okay, which means the extend, which means this is a shortcut, which means the right arrow style, the whatever property we will write here, this will also be applied here, but in just a single line we have written whole property. That is a shortcut for SASS, which is another what can I say, another another very lifesaver trick. For the right one it is done, and from the right we need it to be ready to px, and font size will be 45 pixel, and color, what will be the color of the arrows? Obviously white, and obviously z index we will give 1, and cursor will be pointer, last but not least. Okay, they're not available. Why? Okay, we have to adjust this as well. No worries. So left, right. Now style this one. What was the name? Dots container styles. Control C. Dot P. Dots container style. Now what will be the styling of this one? Right. Display will be flex. Justify content will be center. Got it? And second one will be dot style. And for the dot style we have margin of 0.3 pixel. Second is the cursor pointer. Third is font size. The size will be 20 pixel. Color we want is CCC. This is the by default color. And because we have written a class name, when it will be done, then we have a class name of for active dot. And when the dots will be active, we need what? We need black color. So control V. Active dot color will be 000. Got it? And now the styling for that. So there might be another property. Why the heck? Active slide dots slide styles. What I'm forgetting? Carousel, left, right, slide style, dots, active dots, slide index. We are forgetting container styles. But let's see. Not style the container. And like yes, dot container styles. But 600 pixel. Height 600 pixel. Margin 0. Auto. Done. I am not able to see anything. Something is not right. And what's that? Why is the showing error and nothing? Carousel, slide styles. No arrows. Slide index. Dot style. App dots. Not CSS. Main.tsx. Component slides. Sorry. Here it is. Here. Class name, home, search, slide. App.tsx. What is the thing which I am forgetting and what's doing wrong? Let's go through once again. Holy shit. What did I told you all? Again the simplest mistake. Why did I made that? Carousel dot slide style. There is a problem. If I'm writing slide style, what here slide? Carousel slide style dot container style. Right arrow style, left arrow style. Okay. And yeah. So almost our 80% work is done. Just because a single spelling I had my mind overall. So I guess the width and heights are looking good. Okay, let's see. Okay. Still a problem if you guys can see. The whole image is shrinking and everything is happening. So in order to not let it be like that, what do we need to do? We need to write the media queries for this one. So let's do that as well. So app.css or the media for the media queries. I guess you guys can do it from by yourself, or should I tell? Okay, no issue. I will tell you. We will do media queries as well together. But I have very limited time, so let's do a thing. Actually, when I'm shooting the video, my exams are going on. Not that I can't do, because I will obviously show everything and I'll also share the code so you can directly copy. But seriously, I really don't have a lot of time. But let's do one part. Okay. So for the 1200 pixel, which is the largest, which is of this desktop side, what I can see is this one. That is not styled. Dashboard. Okay, so carousel dot slide styles. Keep the spelling, keep your eyes on the spelling. Display flex, display flex, background size, contain. What more we need? We need we can do, but it's okay. Background repeat, we don't want it to repeat, so no repeat. And yet another property which is of height, which is of 500 pixels. Done. Okay, and seems good, I guess. Is this girl image obvious always like that? Okay. Now it's not shrinking. So that's the one thing which we have successfully delivered. Okay, as you can see, now it has become responsive. So for the 1200 pixel we did it, and now you can style the arrows and everything accordingly. Just writing just like that for 600 pixels 720 px from the internet, you can write that. And yeah, that's it for this video. We have successfully completed our carousel section, and hope you liked my video and the functionality which we used in this. Yeah, all good. So see ya in the e-commerce one, and keep an eye on the community post. If you have any questions or you want me to suggest anything, you can write in the comments, or you open community section is also open, and obviously I will pin my Instagram as well. You can reach out to me if you have any further questions to ask. So that is also one thing which we can do. And yeah, this was a very complex project but very important, because you need to understand the functionality, not only to use shortcuts like library and APIs, because we as a developer we need to customize it fully. We need full control over our code, not half control or 20% control. And yeah, I used obviously at first I used the library, but I wasn't able to control this one. So that is the reason. By, as you can see, when we are clicking it, it's redirecting us to the search option. Okay, thanks to the href property. So that is yet another thing, because internet is off, that's why. Okay, so yeah, see ya, have a good day, and bye.